Hello and welcome. Oracle Database Express Edition is a free, smaller footprint edition of Oracle Database. It includes all advanced database features like multi-tenant, in-memory, partitioning, advanced analytics, advanced security, etc. You can experience the same Oracle database capabilities enjoyed by large enterprises. Whether you are a developer, a DBA, a data scientist, an educator, or just curious about databases, Oracle Database Express Edition is the ideal way to get started. Oracle Database Express Edition supports up to 2 CPUs, 2 GB of RAM, and 12 GB of database storage on disk. If the user data grows beyond this limit, then an ORA 12592 error will appear. If you outgrow Oracle Database Express Edition, you can easily move to another edition of Oracle Database. Oracle provides numerous data movement tools to make migrating Oracle Database Express Edition easy. In this video, I will demonstrate how to install and configure Oracle Database Express Edition on Microsoft Windows 11. First and foremost, pause this tutorial and read a note first at this webpage. Before installing the software, ensure that your computer fulfills the basic hardware and software requirements for Oracle Database Express Edition installation for Microsoft Windows. Open a web browser and navigate to the Oracle Database XE website. Now click here to download the Microsoft Windows version of Oracle Database XE. Then choose the location where you want to download the compressed zip file. Before you start the installation, first open the Environment Variables dialog box by right-clicking this PC icon on the desktop, and from the menu, select Properties. Now click Advanced System Settings. Next, click the Environment Variables button. If the Oracle_Home or TNS_admin environment variables have been set, then temporarily delete them. Next, see the currently logged in username from the Start menu. Now open the Computer Management Console. Click Local Users and Groups, double-click Users, and open the Properties dialog box for the currently logged in user. Make sure this user must be a member of the Administrators group on Windows to install Oracle Database XE. After downloading the file, go to the directory that contains the downloaded zip file. Extract the downloaded zip file to the folder of your choice and click Extract. The software files are extracted. Next, expand the Database Setup folder. Locate Setup and double-click it to start the installation. Click Next. In the License Agreement window, select I accept the terms in the license agreement and then click Next. Here, either accept the default location or click Change to select a different installation directory. Remember, do not select a directory that has spaces in its name. Make sure that the installation directory is where you want to install, then click Next. In this window, enter and confirm the single database password to use for the SYS, System, and PDB admin database accounts. The same password will be used for these accounts. Oracle recommends that the password entered should be at least 12 characters in length. contain at least one uppercase character, one lowercase character, and one digit. Click Next. The summary window shows important locations such as Oracle Base and Oracle Home. Also, database files and log files are stored in these directories. Finally, review the installation settings, and if you are satisfied, click Install. Installing Oracle Database XE doesn't take much time. A well-equipped machine with an efficient processor will install Oracle Database XE within 5 to 10 minutes. On installation complete, make a note of the connection strings provided for multi-tenant container database and the pluggable database, as well as the Enterprise Manager Express URL. Finally, click Finish to close the installer. Now from the Start menu, open SQL Plus. To connect, type / as sysdba and press Enter. This connects you to the root container of the multi-tenant database as database user sys without the password. Actually, when you install Oracle Database XE, your Windows user is automatically added to the or_DBA operating system group, which grants you the sysdba privileges. Hence, you will not have to connect with the password. If you don't have the sysdba administrative privilege or operating system authentication, you can still connect to the root container as database user sys like this. sys / your password at / localhost: 1521 / XE as sysdba. The word localhost in the connect string can be replaced with your PC name or IP address. Next, type show PDBs to get a list of the pluggable databases in this system. Let's now connect to this default pluggable database XEPDB1. Type connect and press Enter key and you can connect to the default pluggable database XEPDB1 as user sys by typing sys / your password. Then, at / localhost: 1521 / XEPDB1 as sysdba. Note, the default services created by Oracle Database Express Edition are XE and XEPDB1. The XE service connects you to the root container of the database, and the XEPDB1 service connects you to the default pluggable database, XEPDB1, created at the installation time. Remember, connection strings for local connections were provided on the final screen of the installation. TNS no listener might occur when the listener is not running or the listening address supplied in the listener.ora file is invalid. To resolve the problem, open up a command prompt and type lsnrctl status and hit enter to check the status of the listener. The output from the lsnrctl command shows values of a number of important parameters including the host and the port. The listener status output shows that the listener listens on this IP address instead of the hostname. Let's replace the word localhost with the IP address of this database PC in the connection string. Next, let's add a new test user to the pluggable database. Also, grant necessary privileges to the new user so he can create session and accomplish tasks. Now, let's connect to the test user. Next, copy and paste this code snippet to SQL Plus to create a table. Also, insert a sample record into the table. Finally, type the select statement to view the table data. All commands from adding a user to viewing table data are executed successfully. This shows that our database is working fine. Oracle Database Express Edition starts up automatically when the system starts. We need Oracle to start automatically on servers. However, on a standalone development system we may prefer to start Oracle only when it is required. Because Oracle when running takes a considerable amount of system resources. You can manually start or stop the database using Windows services. Let's do this. From the Start menu, open Windows Services. In the Services application window, select any service and press the O key to bring up the list of services that starts with the letter O. Right-click the Oracle Service XE and from the menu, select Stop to stop this service. Also stop the TNS Listener service. Similarly, you can right-click the service name and select Start to start a service. You can also control whether or not the database automatically starts when Windows starts up. To do so, right-click TNS Listener Service and then click the Properties. Now change the startup type from automatic to manual. Also, change the Oracle Service XE startup type to manual. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Goodbye.